Papa Squat, coming at ya. Hey everybody, I'm Itchy Nose. I forget if I said yesterday if I was going to listen to RX Papi today, or if I said that Melinda and Son was going to be the next song I did. But anyway, I wasn't sure, so I just decided to do Melinda and Son today. I've got a few other videos that I want to do that people have sent in or suggested, and I'm kind of excited to do them. So I think I'm gonna do Yeet and something else, something from Maximiliano, who sent me a nice note along with a couple of bucks, and so we'll get to that. But let's give a listen to Melinda Son, so you can kind of hear it as Melinda's son or Melinda and son or something. Like there is a break there. I'm not sure exactly why. Or it is also in parens called "I Love My Mama to Death," which is perhaps a little bit of foreshadowing. I don't know. I don't know what their relationship is like, so I don't know if she's still alive. I don't know, other than what I've heard in some of his previous music, is they obviously had a lot of conflict and issues as he was growing up. So let's go. I've got the lyrics over here on the other screen, and I will follow along. This is from 2019, not quite a year ago. Came out in August. Melinda Son from RX Papi.
Dog shit records. Uh, uh, you know it's over.
So he's going to get started here in just a second. I'll back up just a tiny bit. But I forgot to say he does punching in. So if it seems like most people are going to know what that is, because most people have started coming here because of all the indie stuff that I've been doing. But yeah, if you don't know what this style of rap is, he's punching in, which is basically he starts a loop of music and then kind of raps over it and then loops it back around if he wants to re-record something. And so it has a very very solid cadence throughout, because typically it's also a certain number of syllables or words that he tries to fit into each bar of music or whatever the musical phrase is that he's working on. And you'll see exactly what I mean.
Yeah. I walk in the house, mama like, boy, you higher than a bitch. You fresher than a fuck, you flyer than a bitch. It ain't always used to be like that. Let me take you back. Coming in late, smell like weed. I've been with the gang. Mama said she don't want me hanging.
Okay, so I just have to say, this little intro, I mean, it's exactly what I was thinking that this song was going to be about. So now it seems like they do actually get along. At least that's what he's telling us, right? But now he's saying, let me take you back. The thing I really like about what we just heard was that whee that started going up and was very high, and that came in right when he kind of was already saying, or the lyrics were headed towards, let me take you back. So it's almost like a cue that a story is beginning, right? And then it ends before he starts in on the next verse.
You fresher than a fuck, you flyer than a bitch. It ain't always used to be like that. Let me take you back. Coming in late, smell like weed. I've been with the gang. Mama said she don't want me hanging around with what's the name. Little dude, she know all I want to do is be with the gang. I love it in the hood. Shit, I'm comfy in the hood. She got a nigga, I ain't really fuck with him at the time. Don't pay me no mind, I'm just saying what's on my mind.
So he said that in the song we listened to yesterday. I don't remember the name of it, but don't mind me. I'm just speaking my mind or whatever it was he says. And he said the exact same thing yesterday. I remember because I went back and listened to it. I think I backed up even while we were watching it, and I certainly have watched it since because I wanted to see what some people were referring to. It's funny how fast I forget what I say once it's recorded, and then people are like, "Oh, you were right about this thing," and I'm like, "What did I say?" Anyway, so this is pretty cool. I really like what's going on here, and let's go back in.
Pay me no mind, I'm just saying what's on my mind. Tell you about my mom. Love that lady to death. I swear she tried her best. Guess I'm just my daddy's son. She lay low, but I ain't having none. I'd rather run the streets. It's what I want for me. She want me to go to school and do the right thing. Smoking green and selling the white thing. On some other shit. You probably think I'm bugging it. But I got other shit on my mind. My mama don't really understand how I feel my daddy dying. She got both of her parents. That's why it'd be hard for her to understand me. I've been going through some things that she can't comprehend. That's real as it gets. I love my mama to death. I used to cry sometimes. She let me put my head on her chest. I love my mama to death.
Yeah, it's great. Really, really great. Super sweet song. I hope this is true. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it is, but I could also see this being sort of his wish, his desire. Like like I don't know if they still do have conflict that's really serious. If this is his sort of like in a perfect world, we could get through this and get on to this next stage of understanding each other. But there are some specific things that he mentions, like his dad died and how he feels about that, but her parents are still around. That wouldn't really come up in your thoughts if it weren't a true story. At least I wouldn't think so. It's a weird detail. And I think it would only happen naturally, like he's thinking about the actual situation as opposed to making up some possible future. Really, really good. I love the music, and it's weird because that high pitched wee is it's really strong and disruptive in a weird way. It doesn't take me out of it, but it really seems like there's a huge spike in the kind of tension in that part of the song, even though the flow and the music doesn't change at all, other than that sound. And it's really sort of an interesting mix of feelings because I get sort of like something is weird, and in the beginning it was shifting from one part of the story to the next, but in the end it didn't coincide with that sort of transition again. And it's a really funky feeling to kind of get that rise and have it not necessarily reflected in the story, and it's great. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to more from him, and everything so far has been really super impressive. And I did just find out yesterday, the day before, that he's apparently in prison right now, or jail right now. I have no idea. But yeah, if he can avoid that crap in the future, I mean, he could really do some great stuff and just turn all this history he has into super fantastic stuff that I think a lot of people are gonna really feel right along with him. I hope he's able to do that, because he's certainly got a great way of talking about it and turning it into music that really is thought-provoking. It's fantastic stuff. I'm very, very impressed by him. Anyway, that's all for now. I will be back in a few minutes with another video. Pop Squad. Checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. I need my button. Where's my button? Here it is. Bye.